Hello and welcome to a special vlog. Today is Wales versus Latvia today. My score prediction today is 2-1 to Wales. I am going to the game, so this will be a vlog to capture the atmosphere in the stadium, just to see what it's like. If I can, I'll try and do a thing before the game kicks off, what I reckon, following the atmosphere of how we are. They haven't announced the team yet, so I'll do a bit of a reaction when I see who's starting, who's on the bench, half time, what the score is, how I think we'll do from then on, whether we can march forward and score another couple of goals, or whether it's going to be down to the wire and down to the last couple of minutes. And then I'll do a final match time result. How I think we did, see whether we won, but if we do, how much we won by, and whether I think that will definitely qualify from the groups in the top two, or whether we'll have to fight through the qualification process if we finish third. But hopefully this game against Latvia will set us up for and hopefully be the par for the course against Azerbaijan and hopefully Turkey in our next couple of games, and we'll see whether we can go away to Latvia and whether we can get a good result there. So I'll see you back at the start. Hello and welcome back to the video. So just got back this morning after the game. So good win for Wales, 1-0. It was better than they played better than I expected in terms of defence. They were actually a bit more rigid and sort of more with it. They weren't. They didn't have as many scrappy sort of defensive mistakes. They didn't give the ball as easily away as they did against Croatia. On the other hand, though, I know I'm a casual observer and just watching from the sidelines, but for the first 25 minutes, I reckon the defenders between them must have put about 150, 200 passes together. It was they just seemed to permanently pass at the back. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that playing against a team that I think they're ranked 133rd in the world, so they're not gonna try and bring the game to Wales. They're gonna try and sit back and counter attack. But it was Ethan Ampadu plays as more of like a CDM centre back, so I don't expect him to be making of course he can pass a ball forward and make like the long balls, but the players who are meant to be making those sort of passes I'd expect from that Wales squad would be either Morel or Aaron Ramsey, but neither of them were really making those fast starts. So if you're going to be playing in those positions, you've surely got to be able to be advancing the play and making it, because Dan James and Harry Wilson were making a lot of runs, were on the sidelines a lot, trying to make these runs, but it wasn't really going anywhere. And so they were just sort of stuck and not really doing much. But they were actually making a lot of crosses in this game though, because they actually whacked in about 7 or 8 crosses in the first half, which Moore had about 4 chances. One at about 5 minutes, which nearly went in, got the crowd right up on their feet. But he had 2 or 3 other chances. He had one header where he stood on the right hand side of the goal, quite far over, and still managed to hit the ball quite far over to the left hand side, sort of like in between the left hand goal post and the corner flag. Which, don't get me wrong, I couldn't hit a header like that, but then he is a Premier League footballer. He should be hitting the target and actually forcing the keeper to make some sort of save. But then they did get, I reckon they must have got a right telling off at half time, because for 20 minutes in the second half they were going flat out trying to score. They had about good 5 or 6 chances again, and actually a lot more free flowing. Although I think they should have made a lot more tactical subs early on in the second half. About 60-65 minutes, we're already 1-0 up. There were a fair few players on the bench who could have come on and actually tried to either slow the game down, which they ended up slowing the game down anyway without having the subs on, or they needed to bring a few more attacking players on to actually try and finish the game off and score a second or third goal, because this goal difference could be quite crucial in the later stages of the qualifying groups. Because they brought Broadhead on at 88 minutes, and Ben Cabango and Ollie Cooper on at like 92. It was only going up to 93 minutes. Don't get me wrong, it's brilliant to get a game for your country, but you're only playing for 30 seconds. It's hardly fantastic. When I was playing at my local club, I used to get put on for 5 minutes, and that feels bad. Why would I want to play for 5 minutes if I could play for half an hour? I would have thought, if it's against a bad team and you're already 1-0 up, give the younger players who haven't had any experience, like Ollie Cooper, that was his first cap yesterday. Why give him 30 seconds if you can give him at least 10? Why not bring him on at 80 minutes when they were looking a bit more defensive? I don't watch Swansea, so I don't really know what he's used to. But why don't you play him for a bit longer and see what he's up to? Worst case scenario, if he's playing badly, sub him out for someone else. Yeah, that may be slightly worse, but at least he'd have had an experience of a game, and realistically would have come on for Ramsey, Morel. If you're not if you want him to have an experienced player alongside him, have Ramsey, but then bring on someone else who's experienced. But then again, I can't really remember everyone who was on the bench. They didn't look stacked with experience. They did look quite new-faced. So maybe that's why he didn't decide to bring a lot of them on early. But there we go. That's my reaction for the Wales-Latvia game. Hope you've enjoyed it and enjoyed the small clip from the game that I managed to record. So I didn't actually do any commentary at the game, but it was quite full around me, and I didn't have the confidence to actually do some more filming when I was there.